Oh no.
I'm about to say it's like.
All right, we live, so we should be good.
You got any more of them hashtags?
Right.
All right, so the wait for I think we good to go. So this is gonna be episode 175, 25 away from 200. First and Framerates podcast. Myself, DJ81, Bill's fourth. We are here once again, and got some things on deck. We're gonna talk about the results that we all put out there for our picks in the NFL. We're also going to talk about the NBA 2K21 patch because a lot of people was whining about that, which I knew immediately. I knew it was going to get nerfed. I knew it. As soon as I played the first 30 seconds of me playing, I knew it was going to get changed. And we're going to talk about EA Play and Xbox Game Pass teaming up. Wonder what kind of move that's going to do for people who don't want to play EA games and save 65 with Madden. So it's going to be real interesting with that. So, Bills, how was your weekend? How's everything going on with you?
It was good. I watched a lot of football. Played a little Madden. Really excited for Battlegrounds this week. Honestly,
that's coming out Friday?
This Friday, yeah.
Right.
I'm definitely gonna pick that up. But yeah, I watched a lot of football. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just worked on my music and watched a lot of football.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's what's up. What about you, DJ?
Well, the weekend went well. Wasn't expecting a victory, but it's kind of Victory Tuesday over here now. And been getting into the games, been transferring stuff over from my external hard drive to the SSD, the external SSD. And I think people need to see. Got a new mic. So, yeah, we live.
And we're professional. That's what's up. You're a professional. All right, man. As for myself, man, I just been playing games, doing all this great stuff with content or whatever. I'm going to hold back on streaming. I just don't have the time to stream. The Sega Dreamcast stream was phenomenal. That was a great stream last Sunday. Thanks everybody who came through. It was a great. I went 5 straight hours streaming, and that was great. Great stream, good content, quality was great. Next week, where is it? Well, I'll show you what game that I'm going to play next week. And I'm gonna probably. I said I wanted to stream, but I'm probably gonna be putting more recorded, edited content out. It's just easier for me being, with my son and working and all this stuff. So that's probably gonna be the case. Now, I will say, everybody, put your hands together. Doug Thomas is now a member of the Patreon. If you don't know, he just pledged about about an hour ago. I just saw that. I just noticed it got just got the confirmation on my phone. So he's a new member of the Patreon. You can check that out. All that's down in the description. Also, you can find us on iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, and Spotify. Son, I thought you was going to bed. Come here.
You know I had to come in.
I know, right?
So make my appearance.
Right. So all that's down in the description. Also, you can find DJ's channel. You can find Bill's channel. As far as their Twitch streams, because I know DJ streams at least twice a week. Bill's, we're going to get him streaming as soon as possible.
Well, technically, it's once a week with the flexibility to go twice a week. But since you're not going to be streaming as much, guess it gives me a little bit more room to breathe.
Oh, hold on, fellas.
Gotcha.
All right, hold on. Let me get it for you. Hold on.
So...
All right, I got it.
What's going on in the chat, people?
What's going on, everybody? What's up, Jared Green? Put him in the game. Appreciate you. There you go. And we are ready to go. Let's get into these topics. Like I said, all the information is down in the description if you want to catch anything outside of this live stream. If you want to catch us outside of us being live, you can download the podcast on your favorite podcast app. Catch it if you listen to us on the go, whatever the case may be. All right, let's get into it. Week 1 picks. Bills, you got them on deck. We could talk about them and see who's the winners and losers. I'm kind of mad at a couple of picks that we already talked about earlier, but nevertheless, we're going to get into that.
We're going to get into that. Well, first we got the Thursday night game, Texans and the Chiefs. No surprise here. Chiefs took that one 34-20.
I think we all picked the Chiefs on that one.
Yep, we all
picked the Chiefs.
Pat Mahomes pretty much lights out, 24 for 32, 211, and 3 touchdowns. Clyde Hilaire had a hell of a game for a debut. 25 carries, 138 yards, and a touchdown. He reminded me a lot of MJD in his highlights. He reminded me a lot of MJD, low center of gravity, runs through arm tackles. It's really hard to tackle him.
Yeah, he played very well for a rookie. A good rookie outing for Clyde Hilaire. I didn't expect that, but I'm glad to see that he was pretty successful. Contributed a lot more than I thought he would.
Yeah, definitely early on. Watson 20 for 32, 253, a touchdown and a pick. David Johnson 11 carries for 77 yards and a touchdown. If he stays healthy, the Texans may be slightly better than we think they're going to be.
Yeah, because I didn't think their passing game was going to be anything, but they didn't play too bad. It's just the Chiefs got too many weapons.
Will Fuller had 8 for 112. That's actually a good sign. They're going to need him to step up and be the number one receiver this year.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They need that because, I mean, they didn't do too bad, but I thought it was going to be worse. And I think they're still going to be pretty formidable. I think so.
Shout out to Putteminthegame. He's in here. He says, I want to talk about that Joe Burrow 2-minute drill at the end of the game. Bills might be onto something. Yeah, we're going to get to that. We're definitely going to get to that. So, yeah, not much to cover here. Kind of just paint by the numbers type stuff. The Chiefs are going to be
Wait a minute.
scary. What?
If Will Fuller continues what he do, I think he'd be fine. I mean, 8 for 112 is nothing to sneeze at. He didn't have a touchdown, but still, those are pretty decent numbers.
Yeah, but I mean, I question what it'll do against a better secondary, though.
Well, that is true. That is true because the Chiefs secondary always been fairly suspect.
Nobody's really game planning for Will Fuller in the intermediate game or the short game. You know what I'm saying? It's more
well, at all anyway. You know.
The next game was the Jets and the Bills. The Bills took this one 27-17. DJ took the Jets. Me and VF took the Bills.
I'm telling you, this Bills team could be dangerous if people don't watch it. We said this last year, but
the Jets made it interesting for a second. You know, interesting for a second. Darnold went 21 for 35, 215, a touchdown and a pick. Frank Gore 6 carries for 24 yards. They're gonna need a lot more running game.
Right.
Jamison Crowder 7 catches for 115 yards. That's a good sign. I'm looking at time of possession. You can really tell a lot from the time of possession. The Bills had the ball for 41 minutes. That's how you know that they really controlled the game. The Jets ran the ball 6 times with their starters. So, I mean, you know.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Josh Allen, 33 for 46, 312, 2 touchdowns. He also had 1 rushing. Stephon Diggs, 8 catches for 86 yards. The Chiefs are going to have a really dominant defense once they get healthy, and their offense is going to be sneaky good.
I'm going to tell you right now.
The run game a little bit, though.
I'm going to tell you right now, like right now on my computer, I'm playing against the Bills and my Raiders franchise. Mm-hmm. I got picked off 3 times already. That Bills defense is no joke.
Hyde and Hoyer are shoring up that backside. I don't know if I think one of them's hurt. I think Hyde might be hurt.
But yeah, the Bills defense has been good last year. So, I mean, and I put him in the game. Said, 2 words, Leslie Frazier.
Yeah, he has a number 1 target now. It's going to be really interesting.
In
the chat said, first of Framerates, have you done your research yet?
He's still trying to figure out, but I don't know if NBA Live's using this technology, so therefore I'm not going to speak on it until then.
I mean, we might as well just.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until I find out because I don't know. I mean, nobody's
putting out a game this year. It's like, why are we even?
Like nobody's talked about it, and nobody knows that they're going to use it. So I don't know.
The next game was the Dolphins. DJ, do you have anything on the Bills game? Or?
Well, post that game, Le'Veon Bell is on the IR now, hamstring injury. So
I think he's supposed to be missing like 3 games or something.
So the Jets went from worse to they're in hell.
Yeah, I mean because he had 6 carries for 14 yards. Frank Gore had 6 carries for 24 yards. They're going to need a lot more in the way of a run game. They're going to struggle offensively. They really are. They lost their number 1 target. Dolphins and the Patriots. The Patriots took this one 21-11. I don't think it was as close as the score indicated. VF took the Dolphins. We took the Patriots. Cam Newton had a hell of a debut. I'll say that right off the bat. 15 for 19, 155 yards. He did kind of play game manager in a way, but
didn't he run for like another 50 or something?
Yeah, he had 15 carries for 75 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I was about to say he ran pretty well too.
He definitely showed his versatility in this game. I'm gonna hold off on really assessing the Dolphins until they finally get some balls and put Tua in.
Yeah, that's going to be a point of contention down there in Miami for the fact that they're going to go with Ryan.
I mean, they say my thing is they say he's healthy. I wonder if they're kind of cautious on his hip.
This is my thing.
I wonder if that's the case.
But I talked to my friend before, and this is a question I posed to him. I want to pose the same question to y'all. Has it ever worked out not starting a quarterback that you know you want to play behind a garbage-ass quarterback? It only works when he's sitting behind somebody that's good. I've never seen a situation where that works out.
Right.
I can't. I wouldn't name one situation, but even though Fitz is not the best at this point, his experience is great. So just to have him out there, let Tua just sit back for a little bit, then put him in. I know Fitzpatrick knows that his time is way past beyond and what it should be, but I know his situation in Miami, he's like, look, I know this kid's going to come in. I'm going to do what I can as a starter, but I know eventually I'm going to get benched. So
I honestly think that I think it's an issue. I think they're probably just being cautious with them. That's the only thing I can think of. They're being cautious with them.
But no, because here's the thing, right? I can hear you out with that, but then you got the Justin Herbert situation, which also pisses me off. Because but
Justin Herbert didn't tear up his hip though.
No, he didn't. But what I'm saying is, with Tyrod Taylor, the same situation happened last year with Baker Mayfield. So what ends up happening with these good quarterbacks, these rookie quarterbacks go to a bad team, they don't play them. Then they put all these weapons around him, then they want to start him. So the guy comes in, he hasn't played, and they expect him to be, they did it with Jared Goff.
Right.
Jared Goff played on a shitty team. They put all these weapons around him like the very next season, and they expected so much, but it's like he didn't play in any meaningful games. So that's what I fear for these quarterbacks. Baker Mayfield, we saw it happen with Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield got thrown into it late. They didn't have full faith in him. His mind was already fucked up because it was clear the coach didn't want to draft him in the first place. Tyrod Taylor starts. And I mean, it turns into a crazy situation. Like, I've never seen this turn out well, where a guy is sitting behind a quarterback that clearly shouldn't be starting over him, other than the fact that you can say experience, but there's no other reason. It's not like a Jordan Love and Aaron Rodgers situation. It's not like Steve Young and Joe Montana situation.
Oh no, I mean I get it. I mean it's not like the air. It's not like Tua is supposed to be to become an heir apparent. He's supposed to be like day one starter, but that's the only thing I can say that's probably the reason that's holding him back is because the fact that they may be cautious on his injury. I don't think there's no other reason why they would like have him out.
But that's why I'm looking at both situations together. I'm like, Herbert should be starting too. Tua, I can hear. Herbert, I don't think there's any excuse.
Yeah, I can see that.
Patriots.
Matter of fact, when you finish that, let's go to the Chargers game. I'm kind of curious what Tyrod actually did.
I was gonna say Patriots did pretty well defensively, forced 3 turnovers, 3 picks actually. They're not gonna win the division. Everybody keeps saying that they're not gonna win the division, but they're gonna be pretty good. They'll sneak in the playoffs. All right, let's get to this Chargers game.
Hold on a second, y'all go ahead. I'll be right back.
Chargers and the Bengals, 16-13. Chargers took that one. I picked the. Did I pick the Bengals? No, I'm looking.
I think we both picked the Bengals.
We did both pick the Bengals.
I think we all picked the Bengals.
BF took the Chargers, actually.
Because everybody was shitting on Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, but
he
VF
did?
the Chargers. Yeah, he took
Wow.
the Chargers. Joe Burrow, quite a debut. Not so much stats wise, but
I
as
had to
far
take
as
him
his
in another room.
poise. Oh,
I had to take my son in another room.
Yeah, Joe Burrow had a great debut. Not so much as far as numbers, but as far as poise that he showed in certain situations. He went 23 for 36, 193, and he had an interception. But I mean, he showed a lot of poise on that last drive. They robbed him of a touchdown. Tyrod Taylor, I think at one point he was like 6 for 8 for like 48 yards. I mean, the dude's just like
Yeah, he's checking it. He's checking it down.
He's Charlie check down, bro.
Yeah, he's checking it down. He's back
Starting him
again.
as a
Come on,
lateral
baby.
move. Austin Eckler, 19 carries for 84 yards. He's gonna have to step up as the number 1 back this year. It's a good start. Hunter Henry led them in receiving, 5 catches for 73 yards. AJ Green, 5 for 51. Joe Mixon, 19 carries, 69 yards.
But wait a minute, who's this Joshua Kelly though? He had 12 for 60, 1 touchdown on the Chargers.
No, I never heard that name. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Because he's the one that's right behind him with 12 carries of his own with 60 yards and 1 touchdown.
5,
so
11, 212.
Putteminthegame said Joe Burrow ain't scared. He shouldn't be scared. I mean, dude's like what? He was like a 6-year senior in college. It's like dude like pretty much. Matter of fact, I put it like this: he shouldn't be scared. Lamar Jackson's younger than him, so he shouldn't be scared.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, he was built and ready for it. It's just the fact that I just wanted to see like what if they're going to put everything on him, and they didn't, and he did pretty good.
Well, and I said I wanted to look at the sack numbers after this game. He was only sacked 3 times, so their line is retooled. I mean, the line really never was the problem, but it's important to have a good line behind the number 1 pick, obviously. So 3 sacks against Bosa and Ingram, I'll take that. So we'll keep an eye. He's gonna play Thursday, so we're gonna see what that's.
So what was the final stat? What was the final stats for? What was the final stats for Tyrod?
He went
16 to 30, 208 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions.
Yeah.
Pretty much was man.
He completed a deep pass to Williams, and that was about it as far as his big plays. The rest of it was check down.
Yeah,
those
are management numbers. Yeah,
that sounds like his career in general. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Those numbers sound like that's what he did his entire career. So he didn't do worse than what he normally does. He didn't do better than we thought he would. So.
I just remember how the Cleveland situation turned out, and I think they're really playing a dangerous game right now with Herbert's confidence.
It could be, but the Chargers ain't Cleveland, so I mean, I don't think the Chargers have Cleveland luck, so I don't think they're gonna like.
I don't even think it's a luck thing though.
But Cleveland's Cleveland though. Cleveland do bad, even have a super team. That's just how they are. I don't think they're gonna be that bad. But I can see what you're saying, where just Herbert in general should play. I do understand that.
It's just when you know that you should be starting, and then you throw Herbert, let's say, into the fire with guys that you're thinking are gonna be like, okay, we're gonna make the playoffs now.
Right.
Let's see. We can get to the Washington game.
Yeah, let's do that.
Philly lost to Washington. Washington won 27-17. Philly was up big in this game. Let's not even sugarcoat it. Philly was up big in this game, and they blew it. They blew it. That's as simple as I can put it. They blew it.
Right.
They gave up essentially 27 unanswered.
Yeah, it was 27.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I know that because y'all were down for a little bit.
They got shut out in the second half. They scored that touchdown early in the second quarter, and then all hell just broke loose. It just seemed like Washington gained the momentum the more times they got the wins. And it was like and it was kind of like half and half. It was like Rick holding on to the ball, being the type of quarterback that he is, versus you have a front four that is to be right now respected, but after this game, feared. You're looking at you got.
But like I said, that front seven looked really nice.
Yeah, it's not even just the front seven. Nobody was even mentioning their linebackers. It was just, and the thing is, it felt like because it wasn't just the front four. I'm like, they're carrying 7 or 8 defensive linemen, so they're rotating them in. So I would have thought the adjustment would have been more hurry up for Philly, but they didn't do that.
Right.
They didn't start doing hurry up till it was too late.
I don't think the Eagles' offense is as good as advertised. And,
well,
and that's nothing to take away from your defense, because when you can get at the football, you can get at the football. That's not. I mean, you can't knock that away from any defense. It's just that the Eagles' offense just had no answer for what y'all were doing.
But here's the thing. We look at it for this game, and we look at the fact that the Eagles were missing most of that. They had a patchwork offensive lineman, a washed left tackle in Jason Peters. He was washed. And you know what? He should also slug one of his running backs that caused them to give up a sack fumble. That one play where Chase Young started on the outside, the running back chipped him, and that caused Chase to do something that was incredible. He spun off of it, and Jason Peters wasn't even prepared for it. I'm like, he's like looking at his running back like, what? I had him. What are you doing?
And I hate to do this, but I got to give me and you a pat on the back, because we called Ionitis, and we got 1.5 sacks and 4 quarterback hits. Mm-hmm. So he had a big game.
Shoot, Jonathan Allen was in there. I'm like, Montez Sweat. And it's funny because the Eagles also had, I think the announcers were getting confused because there were 2 Sweats in the game, one for the Eagles, one for the Skins, both playing defensive end.
And Apke, support on the run support, 8 tackles.
No, but he's a liability in the defense. And that was one of the notes
in the back third, right?
Yeah, because him and Darby were playing flat-footed. Like, everybody was talking about Rieger getting that bomb and the reason why he got it is because Darby flat-footed tried to like hand check him down the field. I don't know what Darby was thinking. I figured that's why the Eagles got rid of him, because he does shit like
Darby being Darby, right?
Darby, dummy.
It's funny because I remember when him and Gilmore were on Buffalo at the same time, and they both kind of had the same problem. Gilmore got a bit too handsy at times, and Darby would get himself out of position by getting too handsy, and he wouldn't be moving his feet. Gilmore more so was penalties, too far down the field, but obviously he's a Pro Bowler now. He really always had that potential. Darby just doesn't move his feet enough. He gets too handsy. He tries to get physical, but then a quick move off the line will basically get him to have to hold you.
Put him in the game. Put him in the game. Says, I like how Haskins went to the defense and said, "We're going to score," and they went in and scored.
They also said Haskins went in at halftime. He had a speech because Ron Rivera was on the IV, so Ron Rivera didn't get a chance to speak to that team at all. I don't think in that halftime at all. So,
oh wow,
just the thing that goes. Well, it definitely got noticed here in the DMV about that, because
I mean, it just showed you that a young quarterback is growing right in front of everybody. That's a good thing.
Well, and then also you look at the fact that the whole offense is young. So obviously they're going to be the weaker side of this team, but it seemed like on offense we're going to establish stars, we're going to establish role players, and that's that message was clear when we cut Adrian Peterson, which we'll talk about later because he almost made me cry.
Yeah. Seahawks and the Falcons.
Falcons defense, they have no defense. I mean, once again, Matt Ryan does his thing, throws for 450. You got 3 receivers over 100 yards.
Well, let me get the score out of the way, because you could definitely take that.
No, I'm just saying, I mean, I don't have nothing to say after that. Like, how you lose if you get 3 receivers over 100 yards and your quarterback throw for 450? How do you lose?
Yeah. Seahawks took that one 38-25. So, yeah, like Viff was saying.
Yeah, that's all defense there. There's nothing else I can say.
Yeah, Russell Wilson played lights out, 4 completions, 31 for 35, 322, 4 touchdowns. DK Metcalf, 4 catches for 95 yards. I saw the deep pass he caught. Julio went off. Todd Gurley didn't play bad at all, really.
No, like the entire offense was fine. I mean, Julio had like 160 something or 150 something.
157.
Yeah, he did good.
Damn,
What's his
Tyler
name?
8 catches on 8 targets. Who the fuck was guarding him?
What I just say? What did I just say? Did I not just say the defense, bro? I said, like, our defense
I
is
know
terrible.
it's like 8 for 8. I'm like, he lined up anywhere, but the fact that each time they went to him, he caught a pass.
Right.
And the thing is, man, it's like, unfortunately, when you have an offense like the Falcons, you kind of got to set the precedent. Like, how many double-digit quarters are you going to give up, right? So that's a touchdown to field goal.
Right.
If you limit it to a touchdown to field goal, you're fine. They gave up a touchdown to field goal in the fourth quarter, right? They won the fourth quarter, but they gave up 14 unanswered in the third, and they were down 14-3 after the first. So the thing is, when you have a high-powered offense like that, all you ask the defense to do, don't give up a touchdown to field goal in a quarter.
I mean, even if, just get a couple of stops when it's necessary.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't even have to. Don't even worry about the points. It's just do the basic stuff. Like when it's third, like they gave up a touchdown on fourth down.
But
it was a fourth down, and they gave up a touchdown on fourth down.
But
stuff like that.
It would be different if they were the Chiefs, right? Because the Chiefs score fast. The defense is out there a lot. With the Falcons, they have a high-powered offense, but they're not a fast break offense.
Right.
So their defense ain't on the field nearly enough to be giving up 14 points, in 3 quarters. That's crazy.
Right.
I
mean, if the defense could hold an offense to at least 20, between 20 and 28 points a game, the Falcons will win damn near every game. Because the Falcons are good enough to give you at least 30 to 35.
You know what I see that's interesting? The amount of turnover on downs Atlanta had. They had one in the fourth, they had one in the third, and they had one in the first.
The one in the first quarter was just bad blocking on the offense. They let a guy come straight through and knock the ball down when they had Todd Gurley wide open on.
Well, and to my point, right? Time of possession basically split down the middle. Seattle had the ball for 30 minutes and 31 seconds. They had the ball for 29 minutes and 29 seconds.
The thing is that they execute the opposition offense executes against our defense way more than they need to. If the defense could get a couple of stops, trust me, one of those touchdowns that Seattle had was on a 4th and 3 or 4th and 1, and they end up scoring a touchdown, and they weren't even in the red zone. You see what I'm saying? So it was a 4th and 1. They could have stopped them, and you're talking about a different ball game. And there was a couple of times that they could have stopped them. It could have been a different ball game. They just not. The defense, the secondary is still young. They lost Desmond Trufant. They got a couple of cornerbacks this first and second year. They don't. I mean, right now they're going to go through some growing pains. What's his name? Matt Ryan's going to be putting up 4,000 or 5,000 yards and putting up 40 points a game, or in this case, maybe 25 to 30 points a game, and still losing because the defense can't hold anybody.
Yeah, because I'm looking at this third quarter, and again, just to go off that turnover of downs, their only other possession was a fumble. So it's like you got Seattle scoring touchdown, field goal. Yeah, that third quarter.
You got to get stops on defense, man. That front seven, I don't have a problem with the front seven of the Falcons. I mean, Deion Jones and company, they're all right up there. It's the secondary. You don't go 31 for 30. You don't go 31 for 35 in passing and say that it's not our secondary. I mean, at some point they got to stop somebody.
And it's also more so timely stops as well.
That's what I was saying. They got to stop them at the right time. Exactly.
Bears and the Lions. It was looking hairy for that pick. I ain't gonna lie. We talked about that, and I was surprised. I thought I picked the Lions, but now I looked. I'm like, fuck, I picked the Bears. The Bears took this one 27-23. This is basically at the buzzer.
Hey, Mitch played pretty good too. I'm actually surprised.
Mitch Trubisky threw a dime on that last throw. Holy shit.
Yeah, but you know who also threw a dime on one of his last throws, and the running back dropped it?
Stafford.
That would have won the game.
Oh yeah, and that was the Georgia Puppies finest that dropped it. Then it wasn't just
wow.
Yeah, because he came out.
He'll be swiftly put on the bench.
He came out and basically ran up the slot, and then he just did a corner route.
I will say this to his defense. I will say this to his defense. He's a running back, and he ran a wide receiver route. I will say that to his defense.
I think he just didn't expect to be that open.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just trying to get. I'm with you there, DJ. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I know.
But
I wouldn't have wasted my breath on that explanation.
I just don't think he expected to be that open. I really think that's what it was.
Yeah.
He was wide fucking open and just dropped. Mitch Trubisky, 20 for 36, 242, 3 touchdowns.
All 3 touchdowns was in one quarter too.
Matt Stafford, 24 for 42, 297, 1 touchdown and 1 pick. Adrian Peterson, 14 carries for 93 yards.
Now, I want to say something on that notion because somebody in the chat was like, we got running backs. What do you mean Adrian Peterson's got? See?
Yeah.
Who was that? Motown said that or something?
Somebody said that. It was like, oh, shit, we got running backs. What do you think he's going to do? What Adrian Peterson
Kerryon Johnson didn't have that job nailed down like even I thought. I mean,
yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do.
His job because he's
I don't know what they're gonna do about that quarterback situation. I mean, it's not a bad situation because Kerryon and Adrian are okay, but they're gonna probably have to reevaluate that again. I mean, what AP had like 90 something yards or something.
93 on 14 carries.
See what I'm saying? I mean, I think they're gonna be all right, but they're gonna have to do something about it in the long run. Obviously, I don't think Kerryon's the future.
Yeah, so like I was saying, Mr. Trubisky, dime at the end of the game. That whole drive was pretty masterful, honestly. He showed his potential. I don't think he can throw the ball like that on a consistent basis. He hasn't proven it yet. So
no, I agree.
Next game, Packers and the Vikings. This game pissed me the fuck off. This game
I don't even. Man.
Everybody picked the Vikings. Everybody picked
the Vikings. We did. Yeah, we all did.
I even expressed why I shouldn't have picked the Vikings.
Don't get me wrong. Aaron Rodgers did what Aaron Rodgers does. I can't take that away from him. But I really thought the Vikings were going to be able to slow that down just a little bit. I mean,
we're too busy fast breaking the damn selves.
Right.
Hold on, let me look at this.
Dalvin Cook only had 12 carries.
Got to do better than that. That's crazy. I don't know. I mean, kudos to
just look at the time of possession. It always tells a story. 18 minutes for the Minnesota Vikings.
Right.
Wow, that's crazy.
So Aaron Rodgers. I'm sorry. Let me go back. Green Bay took this one 43-34 over the Vikings. Aaron Rodgers had went 32-44, 364, and 4 touchdowns. Aaron Jones came up big in the passing game, and he came up pretty big with a couple of those timely first downs he got towards the end of the game and a touchdown. 16 carries for 66 yards. Devontae Adams, whoever was checking him or trying to check him, don't. I mean, 14 catches for 156 yards, 2 touchdowns. He couldn't be guarded. Thielen, 6 catches for 110 yards and 2 touchdowns. Dalvin Cook, 12 carries for 50 yards and 2 touchdowns. That was early. He did nothing in the second half.
Right.
Yeah, they shut down that clan meeting of Minnesota between Kirk Cousins and Adam Thielen. You shut down the clan meeting, you can shut down Minnesota.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron Rodgers just came out and pretty much dropped the gauntlet. There was nothing else.
Yeah, it's just that their defense did not show up. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, the offense put up points, but their offense just did nothing.
Down. 6 for 11 on third down.
Wow.
Which means you're doing your job on the first 2 downs, and they're dialing up something that just beats your defense damn near every time. Is what I'm saying. Whether it's Aaron Jones out of the backfield, or Devontae Adams on a double move, or some type of way to get Lazard open, it was the Vikings, man. Woo.
They got to do better. They have to do better.
Raiders and the Panthers. We got VF's franchise team.
Hey, yeah, that's just my my second. I'm not a fan of the Raiders, but I like to see them do good. They did pretty good against the Panthers. They did all right.
I'm trying to find. Okay, me and you took the Raiders. DJ took the Panthers. The Raiders took this one 34-30 on the road. Derek Carr, 20. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You good.
Derek Carr went 22 for 30, 239 the touchdown. Josh Jacobs, man, this kid's a stud. 25 carries, 93 yards, 3 touchdowns. Henry Ruggs. Henry Ruggs third, 3 catches, 55 yards, showing he's a game breaker. That's what he is. Teddy Bridgewater in typical game manager fashion. 22 for 34, 270 and a touchdown. He's just Tyrod Taylor that was on a better team for half his career. Christian McCaffrey, 23 carries, 96 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He did his job. Robbie Anderson, new pickup from the Jets, 6 catches, 115 yards, and a touchdown. It's kind of fool's gold. He had a 70-yard touchdown. He basically caught it and broke a tackle, ran over 30 yards. They were like, oh, well, Teddy Bridgewater is so much more consistent throwing downfield now. Like, he probably threw the ball 40 yards. Robbie Anderson broke a tackle and ran over 30. Like, come on. The Raiders are looking very, very, very nice offensively.
Yeah, I like what I see. I like what I see over there. I was looking at that game a little bit, and defensively, a little shaky, but offensively, they look pretty good. Like the running game, Henry Ruggs, they're looking good. You know, they got a couple other
tackles.
Yeah, Abram is a nice, strong safety as well. So they got something going on over there. I mean, with that division that they're in, I doubt if they're going to make any noise. But
they still got
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I mean, they look like they're going to be all right. They're going to be all right. I don't know what they're going to do, but I like the team. They don't have a bad team, and that's a good thing.
And the Panthers,
they're playing like they're a good team.
Panthers get ready to be last in the NFC South. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
I don't know, man. These Falcons, bro. I don't know.
Don't do that. Colts and the Jaguars. King David beat us up for this one. VF did take the Jags. Me and DJ took the Colts, and well, Wiffle Arm always finds a way to. 27-20, the Jags took that one at home. Only stadium that allowed fans, by the way. It sounded great when they went to the live feed.
Man, the only team that allowed fans just for on that Sunday.
For that game on Sunday, yeah, I think so. Because the Chiefs had fans too on Thursday.
I'm gonna get to that in a little bit, but
John, Putteminthegame says John Gruden looks unhealthy. Like
what?
He came from a situation. you know what was going on the last place.
You know what, King David? I was with you. We ain't gonna be taking no L's. All right, it's the Jaguars. All right, well, we're not about to sit here and act like this was.
Hey, I would say something. I picked them though.
Absolutely nothing to me. You take the L for trying to give us an L.
Now,
how about that?
If it was like the Rams and the fucking, pick a garbage team and we pick the garbage team, then okay, if the Rams won, then you can give us an L. But don't do that.
I feel good. I picked them. I'm feeling good right now. I picked them.
Yeah, Gardner Minshew, 19 for 20, 173 yards and 3 touchdowns. God, was he throwing the ball 2 yards down the field at a time? 19 for 24, 173 yards. That's like first half stats.
That's Minshew, man. I mean, he's not a world-beating quarterback. That's up his alley. That was his wave to get those numbers. It's almost like Tyrod Taylor stats.
High school has stats.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, pretty much. And that's his wave. The high school numbers. That's it.
James Robinson has 16 carries for 62 yards, whoever that is. Keelan Cole, senior, 5 catches for 47 yards and a touchdown. I'm going to keep it nice and simple. The Colts starting running back is injured, major injury. They're fucked. Wiffle Arm threw the ball 46 times, 363 yards. In typical fashion, he had empty-ass stats, a touchdown and 2 picks.
He only had 2. I thought he had 3.
I guess he only had 2. Naeem Hines, 7 carries, 28 yards. Like I said, Marlon Mack is his starter. He's injured, so I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, it's not like Indy's defense didn't do their job. I mean,
right.
Third quarterback on 173 yards.
What other team? What other games we got going on?
Browns and the Ravens.
God!
You want to give me an L? Put an L in the chat for me to pick the Browns. I'm the only one that did it. All right.
Wow.
Let me tell you something about the fucking Browns. All right. Let me tell you something about the fucking Browns. All right. Now, This was more of a still 6 points.
Right.
Fam.
Hey man, I told you, man, that they need to do something about your boy. What's his name? Mayfield, man.
Baker Mayfield, 21 for 39, 189 yards.
Hey, he made Gardner Minshew look good just then.
He made Gardner Minshew look like Peyton Manning. Kareem Hunt, 13 carries, 72 yards. Marquise Brown had 5 catches for 101 yards. Lamar Jackson, 7 carries for 45 yards, as well as 20 for 25, 275, 3 touchdowns. Let's give me a headache just looking at this.
I got a headache looking at this Odell Beckham stat. 3 receptions off of 10 targets. Damn, spread the ball around a little bit more. Jeez,
right.
How do you always? Oh my God! What's happening? Nick Chubb fumbled and lost it.
No, that's terrible.
I mean, the running game.
RG3 got in a stat 1 for 109 yards.
The running backs got it done, but good Lord, man. You throw the ball.
I'm telling you, man. Hey, at the end of this year, they're gonna have to reevaluate Baker Mayfield, man. I don't think he's that guy, man.
They had to reevaluate the draft him, knew Hugh Jackson had no confidence in him, and then sat his ass, and now he's completely shot confidence-wise.
No.
Could be. I'm starting to think the dude's just not it.
I mean, he's accurate. He's accurate when he makes decent reads. The problem is he barely ever makes even decent reads.
They need somebody who can lead the team, not necessarily from the quarterback position, to straighten that kid out.
You know, we talked about the Big
I can
12.
agree with that, EJ. I can agree with that.
We also talked about the Big 12 and how Baker Mayfield has. Big 12 is, I mean.
Well, Big 12 quarterbacks never really. They always got a bad rap because I mean they always come in the NFL and don't do that well. I mean, you look at Colt McCoy and
a crazy
Sam Bradford
because they're coming from the typical college conference. It's not. None of them run like none of those defenses are striking fear into the parts of any quarterback playing in that conference. I mean, it's just not. Buccaneers and the Saints. This one was.
All right, stop right there. I want to give Drew Brees an apology. That dude threw the ball fairly well this game.
Well, that's obviously it's going to be one game. I would think we're looking at.
Yeah, but I thought he couldn't do it for one throw. I thought he couldn't do it for one throw.
Let's see what happens for the rest of the season.
Come on. I mean, DJ.
Drew Brees went 8 for 30 for 160 yards.
DJ, the dude is 41 years old. Last time we seen him, he couldn't throw the ball past 20 yards, and he slung the ball fairly well. I didn't think he had one throw in him, let alone, what he did this day. So the rest of the season, I don't expect him to do that for the entire season. But for the fact that he did it for this game, I thought he was going to come out throwing the ball to the ground.
It's called adrenaline.
It's called 160 yards. That's what he had.
That too. I mean, I will give you that. The numbers is one thing, 160. But I will say he actually threw the ball like efficient.
Tom Brady had miscommunication with Mike Evans.
30 is efficient.
No, I'll say efficient when the ball got to the receiver. I will give him credit for that because he was known for not doing that last year.
It's not that Breeze doesn't, but that's.
No, it is Breeze that can't do that.
No,
Breeze was known for not doing that.
No, but this is what I'm going to say though. It's not that Breeze makes bad decisions.
No, I agree. It's just that the decisions that he makes, you can make a good decision and the ball can still hit the receiver's feet.
Yeah, but I mean, he threw the ball over 10 yards yesterday.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. The ball actually got there. That's what I mean.
Man,
you can make good decisions and the ball comes short.
I agree, but I'm saying it was only one game, like DJ said. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I agree. I'm not saying I never said he'd do that for the entire year. I never said
I'm
to do that for
saying, you're comparing him towards the end of last season.
exactly. And you're
versus
41.
he's going to be fresh because nobody had a preseason game to play, so his arm's going to be fresh.
No, you're 40. No. You're 41. Your arm ain't never.
Tom Brady is like what? How old is Tom Brady?
And what Tom Brady do?
I'm just saying.
What
I'm just saying.
Tom Brady, for everybody that shat on Tom Brady had the most yards out of anybody I've read.
Yeah, 23 or 36, 239, 2 and 2. Okay.
And one of the picks
he's older.
In which Mike Evans stopped running. So I mean, the other pick was a pick six. Janoris Jenkins baited him. I'm not gonna give him any type of break for that. The first one, Mike Evans was thrown into traffic. Mike Evans kind of stopped, which he probably should have kept running. He could have at least contested for it. It's gonna be growing pains with the Buccaneers, honestly. That's what I see in this offense. It's gonna be growing pains, but I mean,
that's what I saw too. I was actually looking forward to that connection between Mike Evans, but the fact that Mike Evans wasn't even existent. He was hurt.
I mean, I get what y'all saying. I'm just giving the man credit for throwing the ball. The ball can go somewhere. I'm not saying that the man was not going to be all jacked up while he was throwing the ball away. I just thought his arm just was not there.
I'm just saying sometimes you tend to over-exaggerate on people's inabilities because you look because you did that with Cam Newton.
Well, but I didn't do it with Breeze. All I'm just saying was I didn't think the dude could throw the ball over 20 yards.
Gave him credit for being able to complete.
I'm not giving I'm not. Yes,
when he only threw for 160 yards.
I'm not giving him no credit for the yardage. The fact that he could throw the ball further than what he used to. I give him credit for that. I'm not even looking at his stats. I'm looking at the fact that the man actually threw the ball further than the bullshit slants that he's been throwing all year.
Well,
that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying nothing about his numbers. I just thought he couldn't throw the ball past 20 yards, and he did. What's up?
How do we know whether he could or not if he physically didn't try?
That's what I'm saying.
Because he didn't even attempt to last year, so we didn't really know whether he could or not.
Well, I mean, the time that he did, he threw a pick, he threw one short. I mean, you look at the playoff game they had against the Vikings; it was terrible.
Was somebody in his face when he threw it? Because I recall somebody was barreling down on him when he threw it.
I think the thing with Breeze is that people they really hype his completion percentage, and nobody's really forced him to throw the ball down the field a while, and they're trying to make the excuse that it's the system, and it's really not.
No,
I don't think it's so much that he can't. It's just he's allowed to check it down to a Kamara and to throw these little Mike Thomas based on the system. So I can't really give him credit for something that he probably should have been doing anyway. I think his arm is the same as it was last year.
It could be, but the times I've seen it, it just wasn't there. But I mean, you might be right.
I feel you. I mean, back to Tom Brady though. I think, like I said, it's going to be growing pains. This offense is going to be lethal. I think that first drive is more indicative of what they're going to be than any other drive in that game. I mean,
didn't a couple of fights break out during that game? Yeah. I know it was a typical NFC South game, but these two teams, especially with what's the name on the other side? Because Jameis Winston was on the other side holding the clipboard for this game.
Well, rightfully so.
I don't think he rightfully. I'm like the fact that he threw he threw more touchdown passes than Kirk Cousins last year.
If you got Drew Brees, that's the leader of your team and your starter. He's going to be holding that clipboard.
As the second string that gets in the game.
Like I said, if you have Drew Brees as your starter since 2006, he's going to be holding that clipboard. Now, if it was just him and Taysom Hill has no business being on the field. Jameis should be the starter.
Well, if you ask Sean Payton, Taysom Hill backed up.
Yeah, he said he's the next Lamar Jackson. Okay, we see how that played out.
It didn't because his ass was on gadget plays.
Exactly.
Lamar Jackson, Brees would have got traded. Yeah, man. I mean, I kind of take this game with a grain of salt, man. Kamara played well, though. Let's see what we got. Cardinals and the 49ers. All right. This game I really enjoyed.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Oh, by the way, we all picked the Bucs for that game. But VF And me picked the 49ers. DJ took the Cardinals. I was really thinking about picking the Cardinals. I probably should in retrospect. Man, DeAndre Hopkins went off. 151 yards. Kyler Murray had 13 carries for 91 yards, including one touchdown that was absolutely sick when he scrambled.
Yeah, that was a nice looking
I
scramble.
seriously couldn't remember if I had picked the Cardinals for this game, so thank God I did.
Yeah, I picked the 49ers.
Jimmy Garoppolo was having better stats than some of these quarterbacks. 19 for 33. Kyler 26 for 40 for 30.
Damn, Kyler Murray, 13 carries, 91 yards. Jesus.
Yeah, he had a pretty good game. Hold on, fellas.
Brady's hurt. What am I saying? Brady's hurt. Brady's on Dolphins now. Tevin Coleman, just running back by committee, man. I don't know how it's gonna work out. Tevin Coleman 4 for 18. McKinnon 3 for 24. I mean, Coleman honestly to take over that starting job. 4 for 18 ain't gonna get it done. This Cardinals offense is scary. Cardinals, I mean, they haven't even really gotten it going yet. Christian Kirk had 1 catch for 0 yards. They didn't really target him. He's probably the third best receiver.
See, my question was, since I didn't watch that game, how was the pass rush for the 49ers? Because it seemed like, I know that he's so small, you can't really locate him. The fact that he was able to escape for a lot of those yards.
They didn't really get a handle much. I mean,
all right. Yeah, y'all go. I'm gonna tend to my son. Y'all keep going.
Gotcha.
A lot of times he was escaping and just kind of throwing the ball, making plays. I mean,
so it was mostly broken plays and.
Yeah, because they operate a lot out of shotgun. They use a lot of motion with receivers and a lot of misdirection. It's really hard to get beat on them. I really like their offense. It adds a new wrinkle to the NFL. They have all this speed on the field, and then they have a running back that can run between the tackles. They got a quarterback that can make all the throws. It's funny because being BF at first, we were laughing when whoever the head coach is, I forgot his name. It escapes me right now. When he said that he can make all the throws like Pat Mahomes, me and BF were like, yeah, whatever. But now you watch Kyler Murray. I mean, that kid's special, man.
Yeah, because I know they're gonna this upcoming game. They have the Washington team coming in. They're gonna definitely focus on getting that ball out quick and emphasizing more misdirection and whatnot. Because or I would recommend that they run hurry up, so the Washington team doesn't sub in their defensive lineman, because that's what they did. They saw that Kerrigan came in. Kerrigan in that game only was in there for 25 snaps, 22 snaps. So I think going into that game against Washington, Arizona, see, the thing that scares me the most is that you have D-Hop and Larry Fitzgerald. And
basically helping the maturation process of already beast mode friggin' D-Hop. He helps the rest of the receivers too.
Yeah, because there was actually a key moment in that game where D-Hop caught a pass and he went down, and then Larry ran over, got the ball, gave it to the center gave it to the referee, and they was able to spike the ball. And I think they got a field goal out of it, or was it a touchdown they got out of it after?
Touchdown. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be major, man. I mean, he's pretty much going to be groping him to be the next great Cardinals receiver, which, like I said, B-Hop is already a fucking monster. He's already a top 5 receiver. But,
yeah, because I was looking at that stat line when you say he went off. I'm like, geez, 16 targets. Now, I accuse somebody of not spreading the ball around, but when somebody's on fire, you keep going to them. Yeah.
Targets and 3 catches.
Right. Exactly. I agree. I'm like, if somebody's on fire, you keep going to them. But if they shitty, don't go.
Those 10 targets to OBJ. I would have loved to see what fucking
man.
Was he air mailing him? I really wondered.
Was he just covered?
right? Like, because we covered. Cowboys and the Rams. I didn't catch too much of the second half of this game. The Rams have a surprisingly really good running game this year. I thought they might take a hit with Gurley being gone, but no, Brown is basically picking up where Gurley left off when he was healthy. Brown had 18 carries for 79 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jared Goff, 20 for 31, 275 in an interception. He didn't have a touchdown, but they didn't really need it. I mean, Brown was kind of carrying their offense. Robert Woods, 6 catches for 105 yards. Amari Cooper, 10 catches for 81 yards. Zeke, 22 for 96. Nobody on Dallas really played bad. I think this was a situation where the Rams just really made plays when they needed to, and I think I heard that Dallas got robbed towards the end there.
Oh, they're talking about the what probably I honestly looking at it, I thought it should have been a non-call. I'm like the receiver did extend his arm, but it was kind of like Jalen Ramsey snuck his arm in there and they were just fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of keep the flag in the pocket if both the receiver and the DB are fighting for it. I'm like, but he did a good job of flopping on the play. He flopped. And what's the name got caught just extend because he did extend his arm. It wasn't like emphatic, but he extended his arm and Jalen flopped, and that drew the penalty. So,
yeah, I mean,
I'm like they should. You know what? On plays like that, they should have they should have the rule that they have in hockey. If you take a dive on plays like that, you get called for unsportsmanlike conduct. That'll stop that real quick.
Aaron Donald had a sack and 4 quarterback hits, and he was wreaking havoc the whole time I was watching. I mean, that dude is every bit as good as advertised.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And they
with him.
And they have Philly next week. The Rams.
Pray for him.
Oh wow, the Rams play Philly next week.
Yep. It's going to be in Philly, but still, that
offensive line, though. I mean, they could be playing anywhere. The offensive line that Philly got.
The thing is, the relief with that offensive line playing against the Rams is that they only have to worry about maybe 1 or 2 people on that line versus with the Washington team, it was literally 6 people that we could just throw in there and they were getting back there. So.
Right.
So the 2 Monday night games, I caught all of these. Steelers and the Giants was a really good game. For the people that were sleeping on the Giants, I hope you watched yesterday because I pretty much told y'all this is going to happen. The Giants were in it for a lot of the game. The Steelers are just better right now. I truly think that they're better. They're healthy. They have a beast defense. Their running back is still fucking overrated as hell. James Conner, I'm sorry, he's not good.
Hey, Benny Snell is nice though.
Benny Snell is good. James Conner, come on.
Well, he also got hurt in that game, didn't he?
Yeah, and I think he's gonna be hurt for a while.
Yeah.
Too.
Huh?
He wasn't doing shit before he got hurt.
2 carries, 2 receptions, 8 yards. He wasn't doing anything on the ground. Yeah.
26-16, the Steelers took this one. Who picked the Steelers and everybody else picked the Giants, so joke's on us, I guess.
Wait a minute, I picked the Giants?
No, Pooh did.
Oh.
No, Pooh picked the Steelers. Everybody
else picked the Giants. Oh
yeah. Big Ben played really well. He threw the ball really well. 21 for 32, 229, 3 touchdowns. Benny Snell, 19 carries, 113 yards. Juju, 6 catches, 69 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He played pretty well. Offense is kind of clicking on all cylinders, aside from their bum-ass running back that's supposed to be the starter. Daniel Jones, 26 for 41, 279, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. I'm going to say this. Their line needs help.
Who that? Giants?
I saw a couple of plays. I was watching with my boy, and we kind of played it back in slow motion and broke down the play. Man, their running backs and protection are not so much Saquon, but Gallman. He's not aware enough of who is the actual threat to the quarterback in a specific position. Their right tackle was hesitant. He had a situation where a blocker came free. He didn't see that there was a double team next to him. He had a rusher come free. There was a rusher that was close to him that he should have took. He took one step to the right and then tried to slide and make up for it. They completely hit on Daniel Jones. Nate Solder needs to come back quick.
Yeah.
Quick. I mean, Saquon, 15 carries for 6 yards. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you can't do nothing but shake your head at that. What can you do with that? Just
I can't blame him. He saw 7 bodies everywhere he went. He saw 7 bodies at a time. Yeah, I mean, offensively, he has Daniel Jones has weapons, and he has Saquon, but that line, man, that line.
Yeah, 15 carries for 6 yards. Ouch.
They only gave up 3 sacks, but that's not indicative of the type of pressure that they were getting.
See, I was about to ask you, like, do you think that's on the? Is that on the bad defense or bad offensive line?
It's a terrible offensive line. They're terrible.
Yeah, because I was thinking, I don't think that the Steelers front 7 is that good.
They're really good. Oh no, they're really good, but the Giants are also really bad. So it was.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm not saying that they're bad, but I never thought that the offensive line was that good. You kind of see what I'm saying?
You mean the Giants? No, they're terrible.
No, I'm saying I never thought the Steelers front 7. I'm sorry, the Steelers front 7 was that good. That's what I'm saying.
But they got 2. They got Hayward and they got TJ Watt. They're pretty good, bro. And they got Devin.
Yeah, but do you think they're that good that they're going to be doing? You think they're that good to put up those type of numbers they did against the Giants offense? That's what I'm saying.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I think the Giants are just ass on the offensive line. I do think that they have one of the best fronts in the AFC. I think they do.
I got you. I see what you're saying. Okay.
But no, man. I mean, I saw so many missed assignments on these running plays. It looks like they're running some sort of zone blocking scheme once they get into shotgun to start trying to run with Zeke. And they're just not aware of who they're supposed to pick up and who the threat is and which gap he's supposed to run through. There's a lot of things that they just mentally just weren't there. Plus, they're all cream puffs on the line who get pushed around when it was hat on a hat. So I mean, there was a lot of issues. Too many to name with that offensive line. As far as the Titans and the Broncos, what else is there to be said? Derrick Henry went off. 31 carries, 116 yards. That dude's earning his money. Ryan Tannehill pretty much played lights out. 29 for 43, 249, 2 touchdowns. Drew Lock, 22 for 33, 216, 1 touchdown. You heard it here first. That was without his number 1 receiver. That was pretty much trying to adjust to his new receiver that he does have that they got in the draft, Jerry Jeudy. I mean, there's a lot of new things that are happening in Denver right now. It's going to take some time for them to progress. Obviously, they don't have the 2 best pass rushers. There's a lot of things going on. For them to stay in this game with Tennessee is pretty impressive. It was a really defensive battle. I mean, that just shows how good Denver's defense is. They don't have the 2 top pass rushers.
Well, I know their kicking game was terrible, though. They need to get a new kicker.
No. Yeah, that's what it came down to, really.
Yeah, they're gonna have to. The Titans gonna have to get them a new kicker.
Yeah, Gostowski's. I thought it was like just an injury thing, like they said he was injured that last year in New England, but then he missed one yesterday. I'm like, you might just be a scrub. So those were the games. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. It was some good football overall. Didn't have any issue with, any of the quality of the games. Games was okay. I mean, as far as rust, I didn't see too much rust. Everything was pretty much on point from what I've seen. So that's a good thing.
But the players did feel it. I know.
I mean, yeah. As far
in a bunch of interviews,
cardio-wise,
a lot of fatigue. Yeah, a lot of fatigue.
That's what I'm saying, because teams just ran out of gas, and then they were talking about it in the Monday night game, but they were playing in Denver, so. Yeah.
I saw some really good tackling, considering the fact that A, they don't even tackle in training camp when there is training camp, and B, I mean, they haven't really practiced in pads at all. I mean, it's pretty impressive that they tackled so well over this weekend. Not really too many egregious plays as far as
Right, that's what I mean. That's what I was saying. It wasn't like out of whack plays or anything like that. But I'm with you on that, DJ. Like as far as the fatigue, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because you're talking about fatigue, also game speed, like regular season game speed. Like it's funny, it's like so many levels of game speed in the NFL that you have to think about. I'm like, there's the absence of preseason game speed, and the fact that they were in practice mode all the way up until the first regular season game. You're talking about regular season NFL speed, game speed, and then there's late in the season game speed, and then there's playoff game speed. So, yeah, give these people this some time, and maybe I would say now it'll be closer to the third game where everything shores up. Like I said before, I was giving it a range of 3 to 5. It looks like by that third game, everything is going to be like on point.
The one thing I will say, man, is like, even though they didn't really have their cardio, man, there was some fresh legs out there, bro. I mean, there were some guys running like they haven't ran, and I mean, Todd Gurley, Cam Newton. You could tell that these guys were benefited from that time that they had off and not even really playing.
Yeah.
They just got to get their cardio back. I mean, that was
really. That's going to lead into like for next year. Do you think that maybe you take away 2, maybe 3 preseason games? Just have one tune-up game, and then go into the regular season.
They've already discussed it. It seems like they're not wavering on it because remember they discussed it before the season, didn't they? Preseason game, so I don't know.
All right. I mean, a lot of things could possibly change going forward now since it's been modified. Some things may work, or some things may not. I would not be surprised next year that they will have just maybe 2 preseason games or maybe none at all. Just probably have a few scrimmages or whatever, because the preseason games, the only thing that'll stop that from happening is like, the owners or whatever, they want money because, the preseason games, they charge regular season
too. Yeah.
They charge regular season prices for preseason games. So they're going to want that revenue back. So that's the only thing. But as far as players' health and safety, they run a few scrimmages, whatever, a few fake games. I think that'll be suffice as far as preseason go. 4 games, that might be a little bit excessive. So it may be some changes coming.
I'd say pick 2 teams out of a hat and have them do the Hall of Fame game, and that's the only preseason game.
Yeah. And matter of fact, the Hall of Fame game, why not make that the first game of the season? Don't make it a preseason game. Make it a very big event where it'll be a regular season game, so it'll be meaningful, and you will have the Hall of Fame celebration at the same time. I think that'd be much more better. That'd be better in my opinion.
Wouldn't that throw the whole balance of home games versus away games off though? Because they're playing a neutral site at that point.
I mean, if it's just one game, probably not. If it's just one game, like say for instance, the Chiefs and the Texans, they played the first game of the season. Put them in Canton on a neutral site and make it the Hall of Fame game, and it'll be the first game of the regular season. I don't think it'll be too big of a deal for it might suck for the fans that are in Kansas City or whoever's leading the game, but I think for it to be a big celebration, I think that'll be pretty cool because it's almost similar to like the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is on a neutral site. It's a big celebration, and just come back in the beginning of the season with that same type of atmosphere and honoring the Hall of Fame players.
Like I would definitely have as the home team either Cleveland or Cincinnati.
Yeah, if that's the case, yeah, you can do that.
It was always the Super Bowl winners.
See,
yeah, that's how it usually is, though. Yeah, exactly. I think it'll just be if it's a neutral site and you honor your Hall of Fame players and have 2 top teams playing in the beginning. I don't think it'll be a big deal to either team. I think they'll be more motivated to play.
I mean, I don't have an issue with the Super Bowl champion not kicking off the season, honestly, because to me, I always say that's last year's shit. Defending champion.
Right.
Well, I would kind of save that for the Monday night game.
There you go. Put the Super Bowl champs on the Monday night game. I can get jiggy with that. Absolutely.
I mean, because my thing is like once we start talking about who the champions deserve that day, it's like they're not bringing back the carbon copy of the roster from last year. They're technically not defending champions other than on paper.
Right. Right. So yeah, that'd be a pretty good idea. That wouldn't be too bad.
Wondering what those ratings are like for the late Monday night games. They always have that game at like 10 o'clock. Like,
yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see. I'm with you on that. Anything else I got on the NFL? Because we could jump into this 2K21 patch. Kind of interested with your thoughts on that.
Well, you're not gonna have my thoughts on it because it's not even on the patch hasn't even dropped on PC yet. Or at least I've been checking. I'm like, the way Steam operates is that I can update it and see if it'll say, patch downloading or whatever. But I've did that all day yesterday because everybody on consoles got theirs yesterday, and they said the Switch version and the PC version is.
Well, I can understand why the Switch version is. Nintendo don't do too well with patches in the beginning. I mean, this is new to them, so I can understand that. But PC should have. They usually get the patches first before anybody.
See, the sad thing about it is that the patch is coming from PC. How does PC get left out of it?
That's what I'm saying. Like, they usually get them first. That's what I was kind of figuring. Like, okay, what's going on there? But I don't know.
The Celtics game, I don't know why I thought the Celtics game was over. There's 3 minutes left. 3.5. Celtics are 101 to 95.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because was the game 7 of the Clippers?
Yeah, game 7
tonight.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts about the patch? Bills, have you touched it yet?
Yeah, I have no thoughts. I don't think the shooting is any different.
What do you think about the people who are complaining about it, or you think they're happy now? Because I see a lot of happy faces that I've seen from it.
I mean, bro, some people say it broke shooting, some people say it fixed shooting. I mean, honestly, if you're playing offline, you complained about the shooting, you could have easily just bumped the sliders up and it would have gave you a lot more leeway. I play shooting on default, and I'm sorry, I practiced a lot and I was bricking shots.
Now, I have a question. Do you think it should have been touched to begin with?
If you're playing online, I guess it was nice for them to have it adjusted. The people who didn't have an issue with it, I don't know why they would complain because it just makes it easier for them to shoot. They complained about a skill gap, but I mean, when you're playing online, like I said, and you've said this a bunch of times, there's too many different factors you have to depend on for your enjoyment. And I don't think these people even honestly have a right to complain about things in the game being universally nerfed or bumped. Because you're playing online, you have to think about how other people play the game.
Yeah, it's so much you have to deal with that. I agree.
So I mean, for offline people, y'all could have fixed it before this anyway. I've actually changed the shooting from just timing to shooting and aiming, but I'm playing with the meter off.
Right, and I think that's the main thing. A lot of people just play with the meter off and be okay.
I mean, shooting and aiming with the meter off is actually giving some interesting results.
Yes.
That's what I actually asked for when I was criticizing the meter initially. I said, look, if I can use the aiming with the meter off and if I can still have timing play a role, then I'll use it. So once I figured out that combination, I'm like, fuck it, I'll use this from now on.
See, and I think that's what the patch addressed, predictability, so you could be able to use shot aiming with it off. Because I remember I streamed it and I don't know, I probably had to go back, but I remember I was shooting around in the practice session in 2KU. I had turned the meter off and I was using shot aiming. Now I was missing a lot, but at that time, pre-patch, you didn't know where that shooting area was gonna line up. I'm like, now you know that if you gently pull down, it'll be on the right. If you sharply pull it down, it'll be on the left. So, along with the vibration, if you know how you like to shoot, then you know that you're going to be going either right or left.
Right. Okay.
Slider up to about, I'd say 59, 60, everything kind of goes in. 50, pretty nice. 56, you're not going to be able to shoot at all. But 58 to 59 is pretty nice. You know, there's some players that you have to shoot with. Some guys just aren't going to knock them down, right? Other guys, you'll even hit contested jump shots with it. But the shot aiming is really nice. If you pull the stick straight down every time, you'll make when you should make. that whole thing about the green release is only making shots for green release. That's pretty much what it is when you have it on default. If you play default Hall of Fame, you're only going to make jump shots if you get a green release, which I think is just ridiculous.
Yeah, that's the tough thing about it. And it was funny because somebody had a theory that no matter what difficulty level you had it on, the shot meter was set hardcore to Hall of Fame, because to get green, that line is like that small and you have to get it right on there, no matter how good you think you have the shot time. Because I went ahead and turned the vibration off so I could solely just go off,
just focus on it. Yeah,
right. And it was just like, there's no way. Like, I'm still missing shots. I'm in 2KU. This is not like in the game doing this. I'm sitting there like, oh, he's wide open. He's a pro. I feel like, and I've not looked at it compared to when I had the meter on. I'm like, okay, I'm getting it there. But it's just like, I don't expect to hit every shot. But if a guy's wide open and he's in a hot spot, not necessarily from range, like I control Bradley Beal and his hot spots in the mid range, I should at least be able to hit 6-7 shots out of 10.
And the thing with aiming and shot and timing that are, being played together is that when you have the good timing, it kind of makes up for the aiming if you maybe pull it down a little bit to the left and to the right. Which is nice because it gives you a reward for having the shot timing down. And if you happen to have the aim down, then yeah, you might get a green release. I mean, everybody knows who's played basketball. You don't always have to have a perfect release to make a jump shot.
Right. I mean, perfect releases don't even happen in general.
It's a switch because every green release ends up in a switch. So it's like, that's just ridiculous. I mean,
yeah, because with shot aiming, you also get results. Even whether you miss or make, you'll get results where the ball will probably bounce off the rim to the left. You can kind of like, if your rebound is off on the right-hand side and you're just trying to get a quick 2, pull up a jump shot and make it go to the right a little bit. The guy's right there, boom. It's like a cheap-ass alley-oop almost.
Right.
After we finish talking about the patch, I'm going to tell y'all something else I forgot about from the sliders last year that is pretty interesting.
No, go ahead. We can touch on it now. I mean, we pretty much covered the whole thing about that. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I know I haven't said this. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and get me a next gen console. I'm curious about these next gen, sports titles. So I'm gonna end up going. I done put some money aside already. I'm gonna be saving up for at least one of them. I don't know which one I'm gonna get yet, but I'm gonna get one of them out the gate. So be on the lookout for that. So what patch you was talking about?
So no, about sliders.
Oh, the sliders. I'm sorry.
There's something with the offensive awareness with the computer that if you turn it down, they'll actually be more aggressive going to the basket. The higher you have it, the less aggressive they are and they look at the pass more. Because I think offensive awareness is literally just kind of tied to awareness that somebody is open, right? So if you turn the awareness down, like I have it on 35. So now when the guy's driving to the basket, he doesn't just stop out of nowhere and just pump fake, and then it's like it kind of adds more flow to the game. The guys who should be aggressive going to the basket are more aggressive, and that's when the play discipline slider comes in. Because I'm playing on pro, and I'm really enjoying it. They're playing like their real life counterparts. I'm not even playing on Hall of Fame. I've already
so you're not doing with no, never mind. Go ahead. Never mind. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm not gonna do that. No, I mean, some people like to play on Hall of Fame and complain about the game, and
The thing about Hall of Fame this year is that it seems like they just play. They don't even play according to like their tendencies. They more so just play. It's weird. It's like they almost play like knowing the exploits of its own game. It's like it's a CPU, but it's almost like they know their own exploits. On pro, it's a lot better flow, it's a lot better player movement. So yeah, pro. I mean, and me and DJ talked about that in 2K20 Pro. I was like, you have your sliders set pro, then you load your sliders back in and save them. It plays a really good brand of basketball. It plays like a Hall of Fame, except it's not fucking you over.
Right.
Now
the funny thing about that is that a lot of the sliders that are in there are redundant in a way. It's like you have your it's like it.
Wow.
What happened?
overtime.
Oh wow. But yeah, it's like the sliders and the player traits, they kind of overlap each other. I'm like, because both the players and the overall slider, there's defensive, offensive awareness, there's offensive and defensive consistency and stuff like that. I think my conclusion coming from 20 was that, this is something like when you turn those sliders down, of course, it seems like you're now unleashing the player tendencies a bit more than what's governing the team. Like if a coach was telling players, no, I don't want you to do this, I want you to do this, even though naturally you do this. Mm-hmm. So I've always, when it comes to like the shooting tendency sliders, whether it's like threes versus mid-range, and then also defensive awareness, offensive awareness. I've done this for offensive rebounding and defensive rebounding, where I've tuned it all the way down, and basically the people who are good at rebounding are going to be the people grabbing the boards.
But I tried defensive awareness at 1, unfortunately, and it was a shit show.
Yeah, because it's not team defense at that point.
Yeah, 35 is probably like the perfect point for offensive and defense. Well, I'm gonna try defensive awareness, but defensive awareness on default actually hasn't been too bad. Yeah, man, it's like this game is so good, bro. It's really, really good. Plays a good brand of basketball. I put the slider down to 35, and I immediately saw like teams like Denver. They were kind of like rushing the ball up, getting shots up quick, which I hadn't seen before. It seemed like a lot of teams are kind of slowing down, playing the Utah Jazz brand of ball. They drive to the basket, they stop up before. All the shit I complained about before, which was like, there wasn't a flow to like when they drive to the basket, like drive with some authority. Like when you get to the basket, go for a layup, use your layup package. Don't stop and then pump fake and then automatically look for a guy when it was an open lane. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But now when you put the defensive awareness down, the offensive awareness down, it seems like they're less aware of who's open because they're not paying attention. They're like, yo, like I'm driving to the basket, and if somebody's open, I'll kick it out if he's like clearly open. But if I have a clear shot, I'm gonna take it. If I get fouled, I get fouled. But the guys are more aggressive, like Zion, Joe Kick. You have a situation now where Jamal Murray has a perfect combination coming off the screen where he can drive to the basket. You can also drop it down to Joker. So it's like it's a death match now. Before, when the offensive awareness was higher, it seemed like they always were trying to make the right basketball play instead of being themselves. So that's
and having those sliders with that perfect balance, the players that will make the good plays are going to be the ones that are already slated through their ratings or badges or whatever, through their tendencies. Those are the ones that are going to make the good plays. Just like the rebounders, your good rebounders are going to be the ones battling boards, and especially with 2K21 being more physical. Like you have more animations where people are being like shoved out the way, like literally being manhandled. I had Brian get manhandled by it wasn't Monroe. It was who's on Cleveland?
Drummond.
Yeah, he's getting manhandled by Drummond. I'm like, not that that's a shock. That's always been the case with Drummond. But yeah, you get stuff like that. Also, these little animations that keep popping up that was actually interesting. I went for a layup in 2KU, and I laid the ball up, and I'm thinking, okay, well, Bill's probably going to come down, and he's going to, and I can just set him back up for another shot. All of a sudden, I'm like, why is he not moving? The animation played out when he did the layup. He came down, and he literally, fell and tucked and rolled afterwards. I'm sitting there like, the fuck? Yeah, random ass. He just fell for no reason. But
they added more animations for contested jump shots too now.
Oh yeah,
he's closing out and he's close and he's gonna hit your follow through. Or he's standing under where you would land. Now,
they seem like they also they come at you, but they also fly at an angle this time versus I know I was sweating a little bit. I just caught that, but
things work a lot better too. Guys are following a lot more pump fakes, which last year, I wish they had a rating for it. That's the only thing. If they had a rating for the pump fake, so there was some sort of rhyme or reason to it, but I guess in a way there probably is with other ratings and other tendencies as far as how often they fall for pump fakes. So, like I said, I'm really enjoying the game. This has unlocked a whole new, future for how long I'm gonna play the game, and also, WNBA is another good year for that too. If you adjust your sliders accordingly, they play pretty much just like the WNBA.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you can adjust the rosters now, which is definitely
that was definitely a plus this year to be able to do that.
fucking injury-free roster, man. They weren't gonna put it out. I'm like, I gotta take these injuries off, man. So
yeah, because a lot of them were personal reasons. They were opting out. So you got a lot that were personal reasons. I went ahead and did that. I cleared out. I think it was only 1 or 2 injuries that were like ACL related and stuff like that they were going to be out for the season anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but a lot of the best players, I mean, Maya Moore, obviously, because she's doing the whole, her whole social justice movement, which I respect. Cam Page was personal reasons. A couple other people with personal reasons. I'm like, nah, y'all gotta.
There were like 4 or 5 players on the Mystics that were that opted out. So yeah.
Yeah, man, 2K21 is really good. I'm waiting for Battlegrounds this weekend. It looks like a lot of fun. I've been watching some gameplay of Battlegrounds, man. It reminds me of the good old days of those arcade games. I'm not even like it's funny because those seem to be the quality games, man. The arcade games.
Yeah, I agree. I've been noticing that myself.
Other than that,
yeah, nobody wants to play that. No, that's bona fide garbage, bro. I don't know. I mean, I just think at the end of the day, a lot of people, for the most part, are happy that the things have changed with the shot meter. I mean, I didn't have a problem with it. So, but it's a good thing that players are happy. If players are happy, that's all that matters. So.
My guy got drafted early first round to the Knicks, so that was cool. The combine was pretty fun. I played like shit in the combine. They told me about it. Like, yo, you play like trash, bro. You're lucky you put yourself in the early first round because, like, if you didn't, you probably would drop really low because I didn't play well at all. Yeah, you noticed a bump in difficulty this year. Probably the first time in a while you notice a bump in difficulty when you get some pros. Seems like there's definitely a bump up. So my career is pretty fun, and yeah, man, I'm enjoying gaming right now. Honestly,
hey, you're not the only one. Like, you're not the only one. I was just sitting here chilling, and I was playing some games on my TV, and it's like just sitting back and playing games, man. It's just so enjoyable now. I think a lot of people need to, and I don't want to get on a tangent with this, but I think a lot of people just need to realize that, it's okay to just sit around and just play some games. You know what I mean? But some people just, for some reason, they can't do it. They got to complain about everything. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know.
No, you're not tripping. I'm like, you got people literally just, all they're doing, they're not playing their games. They're just, complaining, trying to create hashtag
right.
And, them not lasting. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you're not talking about your own hashtag anymore?
More stats that came out that I retweeted the other day too that were even more damning towards that hashtag.
Oh boy!
But I mean, that's the reason why I want to get into this next topic. It's a great segue to this next topic when we're talking about getting Xbox Game Pass, and they're actually now going to team up with EA and have EA Play with their service. What are your thoughts about that initially, DJ? Because I know you're on PC and it's actually on PC as well, not just Xbox.
Now, my only thing with that, because I know they're right now on they're on their original price point that they had without EA Play. And the whole thing that everybody was excited about was, oh, I can play games that were part of EA Play and I don't have to pay extra. But I should have looked this up after we talked about it in a little bit that we talked about in the last podcast. But I was hearing that their price is going to double for Game Pass.
Oh.
So
okay.
So go ahead to Bills. I'm going to look for that right now and see.
Yeah, look that up and see because I'm curious about that now. So, Bills, what are your thoughts about it with you being on Xbox? And I know it's a huge deal for you because you like playing Xbox games and without having an EA, situation, and that's like almost a win-win for you.
Yeah, that's interesting. I really wish they would add the PC version of EA Play though. That's my only
Yeah,
thing.
because they got a better deal on PC.
Because they get like literally the full game.
Right.
No restrictions, right? But he gets
Right.
10 hours. Other than that, I mean, Game Pass is a great value in Game Pass. There's obviously a great value in EA Play. It's another feather in Xbox's cap. It's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting to see like PS5 has a conference tomorrow, or Sony has a conference tomorrow for the PS5. Obviously the price will probably be released then.
It should be. I mean, they can't go no longer without saying anything about it.
Yeah, at this point, it's going to be interesting to see what they say about that. The lack of PS5s that we're going to have this year.
Yeah, I heard about that. I want to know if that's really going to be a big deal because that's like a rumor saying that they're not going to have many consoles out. So
it's like
I think they swatted that down because there was talk of them cutting back their manufacturing because they weren't going to have. They was having some issues with, but I think that was swatted down today as a rumor only. Not true.
Okay. State of Franchise says that WNBA needs my league on next gen. I thought that was already confirmed.
No, that hasn't been confirmed. My career has been confirmed for.
Oh, okay, that's what it is. I knew it was one of them.
Yeah, but
I knew one. I couldn't remember which one it was.
Because I actually sat there. What was it? Put him in the game. Actually, he asked about it through the DMs, and I was able to let him know that no my league on current gen, but as far as next gen, that would be nice because if you think about it, to be able to do a female my player on next gen, that leaves it open to being able to develop a sim engine to be able to, because you got to think about it. You have a female my league, that means you got to now have a sim engine that's going to kick out fictional females. They're going to be league, so you can't have the same sim engine that creates fictional male players for my league. That's for the WNBA. So,
I mean, basically, my career is somewhat has to have the same engine as my league. Is what you're trying to say?
Yeah, in a way.
Because you're gonna have to generate players. You have to run through a season.
Yes.
You have to do the same things.
Yes.
I'm just mad you create a female at this point, like just to add to the WNBA roster because they don't have their number one pick scanned in, and she looks fucking terrible.
Oh wow,
bro!
Not 2K.
Yes, 2K.
Man, which character? Oh,
from the Liberty, the number one pick. She's like a generic character. So
that's crazy.
Option to create a damn female on the game.
Oh, that's crazy. I don't know. I think it's a good move, man. I'm really looking forward to it. With me being on PC, and like I said, I was going to go ahead and put my money into a new PC, and I'm going to go ahead and get. I mean, I could get the situation, or not the situation, but I can get the deal on PC. But I'm going to get another new next gen console. It may be an Xbox, so I don't know. It's going to be pretty interesting to see how that deal is going to play out, especially if the price goes up. Because I don't even know if it goes up. I'm probably going to just lean on staying on PC with that deal. I don't know. I just think at the end of the day, I mean, I wonder if Sony going to have anything similar. I don't think they will. I think that may be an Xbox exclusive type thing.
Okay, so I'm looking at the Xbox Game Pass. Okay, so Xbox Game Pass for PC is available at $9.99 a month now. So the ultimate deal is, let's see, hold up. That's for like just Xbox Game Pass. And what was it? What did it say that ultimate was? Xbox Game Pass Ultimate is at $14.99 per month.
Right.
So if I go back, I should have kept that tab up that I previously had. the current Game Pass or the Ultimate, let me see if it's up with the EA Play. Let me bring that up. Looks like it's a little bit more than what it is right now.
Okay.
So let me give me time. I'm just bring it back
No, go
up.
ahead. Ain't no rush. You good? Yeah. What you were saying, Bills? What Jimmy Butler?
Oh, I just saw it. Yeah, that is crazy. Okay.
That was fucking wow.
Okay, customers off. Let's see. Damn, what's
so what else we got going on? I think that's pretty much it. Gaming, I ain't gonna say it's dry, but it's pretty easy to cover everything nowadays. Ain't nothing going on until tomorrow.
Gaming is dry, and people literally cut themselves off as far as what genres they play. I'm like, you got sports gamers. Oh, it's dry, and they don't play anything else. You have people who don't play sports games. They're out here like, man, gaming is dry. I was like, God damn, all you play is Dungeons and Dragons all day. Damn, play something. Jeez, I'm like,
if you somebody like Spectpooheagles, man, he plays Monster Hunter all the time, man. That whole community's never dry.
Exactly, like, Dungeons and Dragons, but I know he plays sports games. So I'm like,
I don't know. I need to get in a month.
It's like what the Atari 2600 was with Dungeons and Dragons. So
I need to get into that though, man. I be wanting to play it, man. I'll never get into it. I think when I get off of work tomorrow, I'll probably just play a few rounds and slay a few monsters and see how well I do. Because I ain't doing nothing else. I mean, I do play a couple of RPGs. I mean, I'm into them. I just don't play them as much. But I mean, like I said, I've been playing a little bit of everything. I've been like right now, I'm playing Burnout Paradise on PC because I got the EA, the EA Origin Access. So I just downloaded and played it. It runs very well on PC. So I've been playing that. I've been playing Madden earlier. And before that, I've been playing some Batman. I've been playing a little bit of everything. So I think that's one thing a lot of people need to do because, like we was talking about, we didn't get into it, but with this EA Play and Xbox collaboration, that just puts another dent in these stupid hashtags that are out there. I mean, to be honest.
Oh, wow.
So with that being said, I don't know what they're going to do now. You're talking about. Oh, go ahead.
Just add in. Okay, so wipe out what I was saying before because I haven't seen anything that says that price was going to double. So far, it's still going to be $14.99 to be able to get Game
If it's
Pass.
going to be $14.99 for both, that's a steal, bro.
Holy shit!
I mean, if you get all that for $14.99, that's an absolute steal.
That's a steal. That's an absolute steal.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of value for that. That's crazy. But that just goes back to what I'm saying. Like, why would anybody sit around here and be talking about saving $65 and all this when you're basically getting the games damn near for free, bro? I mean, you're paying nothing for these games. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. What am I talking about?
Right now, everybody's caught up in Miami, Boston. This Miami about to take this first game. Unless somebody drains, like, you don't have to go for the full court pass.
See Miami trying to do it, huh?
Oh, the fact that he caught it, fell to the ground, got up, and got the shot off. But Miami took game one. Wow, Miami.
So they're playing in Boston?
No, they're in the bubble. Oh my God!
Hey, forgive me, man. Hey, the NFL.
That's an L in the chat.
I'll take it.
You gotta put it.
I'll take it because I totally forgot. I'm so used to looking at these NFL teams. I'm used to watching these NFL teams playing on home and away, bro. And that just goes to show you how much I've been watching basketball, man. I'll take it.
Shit.
I totally forgot.
It's like, what are they playing in Boston?
What do you think?
Hey, blame the NFL, man. They playing home and aways, man. Blame them. I totally forgot. That just shows
Bro,
you
that
I have not been watching basketball
Ooh.
at all, bro. I totally
Sneaky
forgot.
gamer.
Hey, I totally forgot about the bubble for real. I'm not gonna lie, man.
That autobio block was crazy. Though.
I'll definitely take that one because I totally. It's not like I knew it. It's not like I should have known. It's like I'm on record knowing to tell you, hey, I have not been watching basketball at all.
Yo, I'm gonna need them to not stick that mic in Jimmy Butler's face the way they did. It looked like they were pulling that dick and sticking it in his face.
Wait a minute, bro.
DJ, you see the way they put the mic up to his face?
Nah, but I know that your voice has changed again.
Yeah, your voice changed. It sure did.
Lord.
His voice did change. Hey, if y'all got any questions, man, put them in the chat. We're pretty much done with the topic. So, but yeah, man, I will take my L gladly on that one, guys.
I feel like Miami's on a mission.
Could be. And kudos to the coach, man. Kudos to the coach.
Cause I'm like,
man, shit pissed me off.
what isn't that your team though?
Fuck them. It pissed me off, bro.
I know they're playing against Boston, but I'm like, Miami is your team. You did.
Yeah, but that game pissed me off. Clippers love to take these.
You see all the people with delayed reactions in the digital seats there.
I know, right?
It's kind of crazy. But
So
yeah.
one more thing, DJ. One more thing. If we do the that's gonna. Well, that's not gonna be too bad because what's gonna happen now is if we do decide to go and get the EA Play in the Game Pass on PC, we have to get it straight through Xbox. That's not going to be on Steam or anything.
Well, Steam. Let's see.
EA Play is on Steam, but if you want the Game Pass, that's what I'm saying. You have to go. You have to go through the Microsoft Store. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know
that's how you get it.
Yeah, because the Xbox have games on
Steam
as well. So
EA Play is on Steam, but if you want the Ultimate Game Pass, you have to go through the Microsoft Store. It makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It does. See, because the thing is, the thing about it is, I got EA Origins now, and I don't want to lose any of my progress on some of the games that I'm playing. So what I'm gonna have to do, unfortunately, I might have to actually buy the games that I have now and then switch over. Because if I switch over, it's going to be on the Xbox ecosystem. There's no way like my progress will go over. You know what I mean? I don't think it will.
But because you bought them on Steam.
I bought them on Origin. I got them on Origin, so I don't think none of my stuff will go over.
Because they said for a lot of those games on Steam, if you're playing on Steam, you need the subscription to be able to play it.
To play them, yeah, but I'm just saying, but what if I get the Ultimate with Xbox? I'm gonna have to. I think that's a totally different situation. I don't think it'll even count. Like as far as my games or whatever, I'm not sure.
Okay, King David is asking what version of EA Play is question mark and then basic question.
No, I think you get. No, because the thing is, you're not going to get Origin. You're not going to get Ultimate. I mean, you're not going to get the Origin Ultimate one.
Well, there is no Origin Ultimate.
It's just you're not getting the Premiere. It's the Premiere. Yeah, you're not going to get the Premiere version. You're not going to get the Premiere version. You're just going to have. I think you're just going to have the Origin EA Play.
Yeah, on console.
Console, you're going to have the console version, I think.
Yeah, because that's why for Madden players on PC, they were able to get it a whole
10 days earlier.
Yeah, 10 days earlier. Yeah. I think this year was 7. It was
this year was 7.
Because they released 10 at the same time with the trial for the EA trial.
Yeah, last year was 10, but this year was 7.
Mm-hmm.
Man, so that's gonna be interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that because if that's the case, I may keep what I have because I don't want the console version of EA Play on my console.
Yeah, that's why I said be careful. Make sure you know which one you're signing up for because you may.
King David says is EA Play Pro.
Yeah, that's the higher tier on PC is EA Play Pro, but there is no EA Play Pro on consoles.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So if you get the
next gen.
That's what I'm saying. If you get the Ultimate version, like if you get the Game Pass plus EA Play, you're not getting the Pro version. You're just getting EA Play.
No. Even for next gen, there won't be an EA Play Pro because that's PC. That's a PC exclusive thing.
See, that's what I'm saying. But if you get it on PC, because mine,
No, I was answering Bills.
Okay.
They can
Yeah,
always change it. That's what the point I was making.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because if you get Ultimate Game Pass with EA Play on PC, I don't think you're going to get this version that I have now. I think you get the console version. That's what I was kind of worried about because I'll keep what I got now and just get. No, go ahead.
I was saying just overall, it's like the price points for even the Game Pass and the EA Play are basically staying the same separately. So, tell you the truth, you might as well do the Microsoft Store and get the Ultimate for Game Pass. So that would include the EA Play.
Yeah, I'll get EA Play. You're right, because I get EA Play either way. You see what I'm saying? If I get the Ultimate, if I get the Ultimate one that I want, I'm gonna get EA Play regardless. And it's just up to me if I want to keep Origin. It'll just be up to me if I want to keep. I see what you're saying. I got you.
And I think let's see. I would probably have to check to see if you want the top tier. If the Game Pass offers the EA Play Pro version, if you're doing it the Ultimate Pass on PC.
See, that's what I need to know.
Yeah.
See, that's what I need to know. If I'm getting the console version, just like King David said, if it's just the basic, it's still a good value. I agree.
Oh yeah.
But I agree, it's still a good value. But I think I'm gonna probably just keep. I'll probably keep what I got because I like this value that I have now. Is actually it's still good. But we'll see because more details will come out.
Right. Yeah, because
I was
about to say because tomorrow's Sony's
conference.
Yeah, conference. So
everyone's
expecting a price because they
better. There's no getting away from it now.
But
they gotta come out with a price now.
Like I was saying, Conspiracy Theory DJ was saying last week that the two companies in cahoots, they plan these things. It's like we're gonna release this week. If y'all want to release next week, we can play it. We can play both sides.
Well, let's think about this one more time before we. If I was to get the basic version, or if you got the basic version DJ on PC, we think we still get?
I don't have the basic version because the basic version you pay for that one, right? It's like $4.99. I don't have any subscription with EA.
No, I'm just saying in general. Just hypothetically speaking, if we got the basic version with Ultimate Game Pass, would it be? Would the value still be pretty good compared to just having the Origin? The Origin Premiere that I have now. Would it be better for me just dump Premiere and just keep the base? Because the Premiere basically gives us the games a few days early. That's pretty much the only difference. We get the games a little bit earlier. But
you get
overall,
the full game instead of a trial version.
Right. So I'm just wondering, is it, should I keep it or I don't know. I'm just curious. Should I keep it?
It's really gonna depend on if they confirm I don't know if they've confirmed it or not, but it's depending upon which platform you're on, whether you're PC or console, they should, if you're getting the Ultimate Game Pass, if it's included the highest tier EA Play tier. So if you're on PC, then that should give you EA Play Pro.
Premiere.
Oh, it's Pro.
Gotcha.
Because remember, Origin
that's
Premiere
what I'm saying. They changed.
They rebranded. So
right. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah. So and then on consoles, it's just EA Play along with Pass.
Okay. So because if they give me that, I mean, like King David said, it's still a good value either way. But I would like to keep the Pro as well. I would like to keep that because I already have it. And like you said, at the end of the day, it's based on what you, the gamer, actually want to keep. At the end of the day, because both of them are really good values either way. You can't go wrong with either one, in my opinion. I don't think you can.
Games don't get added to basic till later. I'll just read what King David says. That not quite newest EA game games don't get added to basic till later. So basic doesn't like Madden 21, I believe. Yeah, pretty much.
Right. You get a trial run on basic, but if you had what we have, you get the full game throughout the entire time.
Remember, I don't have it no more. I
Right.
don't have.
You say you don't have it. Right.
I have nothing on EA Play, and
I will say this: if you got the one, the Pro on PC, I mean, aside Madden, you're getting some really good stuff. You're even getting like some non EA games. I mean, you get like really good games for the $14.99 that you're paying a month. I mean, I got Sonic Mania, Bloodshed, not Bloodshed, but Bloodstained. I have like there's a couple of other games that they have on here too. Once I get out of here, I know. But they have like almost 150, 200 games, and they're all not EA games, obviously. It's a pretty good deal. So I'm curious if they do that on top of Xbox, like I said, Xbox Ultimate Game Pass. I mean, you're getting a steal. It's not even close. So, anything else y'all got? It's about. I don't have anything, honestly.
Yeah, I don't have anything. Yeah.
All right, chat. What y'all got? Y'all got anything? Because I mean, like I said, the basketball game is interesting. Bill's like, fuck the podcast. I'm looking at what's happening over here.
I'm about to say, I'm like,
y'all got it.
Yeah, see, that was what I said. Y'all holding it down. Shit, I gotta watch my b-ball. Get y'all asses out the way. Oh shoot.
I'm yawning over
but no,
here.
But no, like I said before, man, I appreciate everybody that comes and watch, listens, like people who haven't subscribed yet, who are willing, to give us the time of day and listen to us 2 days out the week. Also, shout out to the new people that are on Patreon. Thank you guys for supporting the podcast and the channel. It's all about us giving you the best content possible. Either way, either if it's through me, DJ Bills, we're just trying to give you guys the best content. We're out here just trying to play these games and just give you some gaming content instead of just bitching about it. We talk about it, but
this week,
huh?
Did he go on a date with Gedden? Is that why he was?
Oh wow!
Yeah, he did. No, I don't know where he is.
Yeah, he did.
Now, I do want to say something about, because I know I'm going to stream on Twitch tomorrow. Tomorrow's part is going to be more of a like a sit down like we're having for this podcast.
So basically, just chatting.
Yeah, I'm just going to be chatting. Just to preview everybody and what is going to be said, because I'm going to be all over the place. I'm not just going to be talking about sports. I will be talking about the Mandalorian trailer. So anybody who's interested in Star Wars, that premiered today, I believe. And there was an interesting tidbit about a particular character who was wrestling just last week, is possibly a key character in that in the Star Wars world of things. So that was one thing I'll probably be talking about. I will be talking about tomorrow. I'll be talking about Washington versus Philly. So if Pooh wants to join in, he can at that point. I don't know. He may be streaming at that point. And then I'm also going to get into like politics a little bit, talk about the debates, lack of them thus far. And yeah. And I think by now also, the big thing I will be talking about would be the Sony conference. So just be on the lookout.
That's the thing. Yeah, I wanted to do that, but I don't be at work. I'm not gonna be back in time to do that. So I'll probably be with you as well. I'll probably just come through in the chat and listen to you, because I'm not gonna be able to. Or maybe once you're done, I may do one myself. It just depends on how late or how early it is. Or
right.
I won't even do a stream. I probably just do a video or whatever. Because like I said, I need to start doing videos again. Because this streaming thing, I just can't do this many streams a week. I just can't. So that's gonna be probably the move. So let's see.
So
King David said there's a lot of solid games out there on their stream. Yeah, extreme value. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely.
Yeah. So just to remind everybody, tomorrow evening, 8:00 Eastern Standard Time. So I'm not doing that 10 o'clock. I'm not waiting for West Coast. No.
Let everybody know let everybody know what's the name of your channel.
It's EVO325 on Twitch. So we're gonna be just chatting, when tomorrow evening. So we're gonna take a break from the gameplay aspect of it, but play some chill music. And go with the lo-fi. That seemed to work as far as YouTube. When I put out a video there, and also when I streamed last, I had the lo-fi playing. So far, no strike.
Yeah, all you hoes following stuff.
Yeah, man. I might not give up on Twitch because, like I said, I could put the podcast on. So I wasn't able to today. Something was tripping with StreamYard. I wasn't able to do.
You should give up on Twitch. Twitch is where it's at, honestly.
I don't know, man.
Twitch has so much more as far as tools, visuals, to be able to keep up with everything. And plus, you can attack, like, again, you have the ability, like, if you're streaming and I happen to be streaming at the same time, as soon as your stream ends, you can actually send your people to my stream and vice versa. I'm like, YouTube doesn't have that.
That is true. I don't think I should give up on it. I just know I'm just not going to be streaming as much. But you're right. I don't think I should give up on it. I should still, like I said, for some reason, StreamYard was acting up today, so I couldn't dual stream like I normally do, which kind of had me frustrating. But I think that's a StreamYard thing, not a,
Yeah, that's why I'm OBS all the way on Twitch. I'm not dealing with StreamYard. I haven't taken the time to really invest into StreamYard, so I'm OBS all the way, and I'm basically controlling everything. What's up, Bills?
Why hasn't Montrezl Harrell kept that bitch ass white boy's energy with Nikola Jokic this fucking series? Because he's been cooking his ass. That's why.
Wow.
Difference is he's directly guarding Jokic, so he can't say shit. That's why he has called him bitch ass white boy. Oh, whole ass. Fake ass Ben Wallace.
Hey, he is a fake Ben Wallace too.
And King David just emphasize the point even further. Raids are great for growing community on Twitch, and people are passing viewers to one another.
Like I said, I think the only reason why I said what I said about Twitch, because I know I'm not going to be streaming as much, but that doesn't mean the times I do stream, I shouldn't just give up on it. I think you guys are absolutely right. Because like I said, with OBS, I have no problem with Twitch on OBS, not at all. It's just that for some reason, this app right here has been giving me fits today trying to dual stream, but see about getting that worked out, hopefully. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stick around. I mean, I have my moments. Don't judge me.
Yeah, because StreamYard is good for YouTube, but you definitely need
it's perfect for YouTube. I agree.
Or something else for Twitch.
Yeah, because they changed, they fixed that bug that they had about the nobody knowing like half of an hour is off the stream. Yeah, I looked into that. They fixed that, so that's good. But I've been having hella issues with Twitch and any other type of like you could do Spotify, not Spotify, but you could do Periscope and all these other things. They've been having issues with those, but I don't need to use it for that because when gaming comes, I use OBS, so I'm good with that. But yeah, so I will be streaming. Like I said, next time I'll probably be streaming this Sunday, definitely. Oh, I can talk about the game I'm going to show that I'm playing on Sunday.
Oh yeah,
this is one of the games I'm going to be playing on Sunday. I found the completing box of Dion Primetime. Hey, I've been playing this game earlier today. Hey, this game is like pretty dope, man. This game is fresh. Yo, this game is nice, man. No joke.
It's fresh because it's new. You just bought it. That's about the only reason.
You want to get muted? Cut it out. Hey, this game is nice, man.
Hey, for real. The mute button? Wow.
Oh, and another thing. I'm going to tell you another game. I'm going to tell you another game. This is a Sega Sports title, right? Hey, I bought this game the other day, and this game is really good as well. NBA Action 98 with Kobe on the cover.
Nick Van
Hey, don't do Kobe like that.
I thought it was weak ass Nick Van Exel. Here we go.
You getting muted. You getting muted. See, hey, no joke. Hey, this game, I was playing this, and then I had to go back and play Live 98. Hey, this game is pretty good. I'm gonna have to do this on the week I'm gonna have to do this on the Sunday as well. All right, Bills, you good. You back up. But I'm gonna have to do this on the Sundays. This game was way. Hey, y'all know like say with 2K and the timing of the shots and stuff and the type of movement. I just put it like this. See that right there? Let's see if y'all can see that. See that right there? Visual Concepts. They made this game so they got like the shot timing and everything that you see in 2K today. Like early shot, early release, perfect release. Yeah, but they got all that in this game. So
Yeah, but they put Kobe on the cover after he airballed 3 times against the Jazz, though.
Why you gonna do Kobe like that? That man's no longer here.
Oh boy, here we go.
What?
Don't do Kobe like that, man.
He did his team like that. Well, he airballed 3 times. Jack's like, why'd you pass the ball, nigga?
Oh boy.
But nah, man, that's coming down the pike, man. Like I said, I'll probably be doing 2 streams as far as gaming streams down the road. I'm gonna probably be doing some more other sports gaming streams, probably Madden 21, and I'm gonna be doing the Sunday retro streams. And I think that's it, because I try to do a third day. That might be a little bit too much. If anything, I may stream the Sunday before football comes on, and I do the retro stream later on that night when football is dying down. So that'll probably be my 3 streams, like the Saturday, then the Sunday, or whatever the case may be.
Football comes on like 11?
No, I'll probably stream like 10:30. Probably like 10:30 to 11:30 or something like that.
Yeah, because I know a couple of podcasts that took a hit.
Yeah, they took a hit when that. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I was just like, do y'all not know that the NFL started? I'm like, Weapon Wheel was okay because they started later, but AGS Live with Hardy, yeah, that took a hit
because people was watching football. Yeah, that's what I was saying. If I do it,
you know what? I was so into the game, especially for the fact that it was against Philly, that I completely forgot that he was podcasting at 4. That would have been at the end of the game, but it didn't matter. I was on to the next.
He was already in it. He was already into it. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing, man. That's why I said if I do early Sunday, I'll probably do like football before football or something like that, and then I'll do the Sunday retro stream and Saturday nights. So obviously, I'm gonna do a Saturday night stream. That may be the time I do like probably college football or college. That'll probably be my college time. I do college games, or maybe I'll just do like just a random game or something that I'll just play or whatever. But mostly it'd be up around that alley. So. You guys is about the 2-hour mark. We're good. Hey, thanks again. If you haven't already, go check out the Patreon. Just look at it. You don't have to donate if you decide to. I think it's fiscal friendly for people. I don't think it's going to break anybody. One day, you pledge, $5, $10, or $1. You just won't eat for a day. But hey,
you won't eat for a day. You Jordan over Horace Grant? I'm like, geez. Right.
It's all. Hey, look, for a cup of coffee, man, you can support the podcast. Just give $1. That goes a long way. It helps all of us, especially these 2 guys. I mean, really,
somebody's last bit of caffeine for the day. You really?
Hey, they might not need it. Shoot, caffeine.
What if they're diabetic?
Hey, listen,
then they gotta eat.
Hey, listen, they get to go buy the half off stuff. Well, anyway.
What?
Wow.
Hey, so appreciate everybody who are supporting. People who are supporting, it doesn't have to be monetary. If you're here watching, that's supporting. If you're sharing, that's supporting. If you hit the like button, that's supporting. That's all great. Everything works.
Trolling. If you're out there trolling, that's support as well.
Exactly. So Pelican man, you all good. So all right. So that's about it. DJ, what you got?
Nothing. Like I said, tomorrow evening on EVO325 at Twitch, I'll be streaming, be just chatting, going over the topics I kind of went over a little bit earlier, and that's pretty much it. So be there.
Okay. So what about you, Bills? What you got?
Thanks everybody for coming through, and yeah. I don't really have much. It was another good episode. No, I'm not sleeping. It was another good episode. I mean, it's always nice to have the NFL season back, right?
Yeah, it is.
It's always nice to talk about the scores. So,
but you know what?
I think if anything, I think we needed this. We needed some form of normalcy, and even with, and even if the crowd wasn't really in the stands, it still felt like football. I felt like I was at home.
That's what I was gonna say real quick. Their noise that they're pumping into the stadium is way better than the NBA, I'd say.
It was in some games I actually almost forgot that the fans was not there. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
The NBA in the beginning was awful, man.
I hate it.
Why?
I hate it because it's obvious they're not. It's like It's.
It depends on what
I'm
game
like,
you watch.
no, it really didn't depend. Okay, no, it depended on. To me, what I saw was that it depended on what channel you watched. Like if you watch Fox, they had steady crowd noise that didn't, and you could tell they didn't. No, it wasn't working on Fox. Now, if the stadium's already pumping in noise and not the network, that's a little bit different.
Yeah. I think a couple of them that you could tell the stadium was doing it, and it sounded a lot better. I do agree with
Yeah, I'll go with the stadium pumped in, not the network pumped in crowd.
Yeah, with the network doing it was kind of bad. I do agree.
I just know overall. I mean, ESPN did a good job.
Yeah, they did. I think at the end of the day,
two Monday night games. So
I mean, just having football in general was it was a big deal, and like you said, it was a pick me up. We needed it, and I enjoyed every bit of it. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It wasn't like we said earlier. DJ was saying like it was a lot of fatigue, but as far as the actual playing, there was like not much rest. A few drops here and there, but nothing like it was like the AAF. You know what I mean? It wasn't like that.
All I know is that watching Philly Twitter go crazy after losing to us.
Oh man!
You talk about meltdown city for the fans, man. I'm like, Real Mama Eagle and Pooh were trying to hold it down, saying, "Hey, y'all need to calm down because there's some real issues injury-wise with that squad. Hopefully, they get a couple of players back."
And they was like, "Nah, fuck that."
Yeah, it's like according to Eagles Twitter, Carson Wentz should get benched. They need a new coach. The GM needs to be clear overreaction.
Who are you gonna bench Carson Wentz for? Jalen Hurts?
Hey, Jalen gonna be doing it, man.
Jalen gonna be okay.
Hey, you see this? That's what Jalen's gonna be right here. He's gonna be prime time.
Yeah, he gonna be watching on primetime TV. That's what he gonna be dealing with.
But the fact of the matter is, Carson Wentz after that first game is on borrowed time health wise. They need to hurry up.
I'm not gonna talk about that man's health. I've done it enough.
Well, each time you took a sack, you ducked. Like you ducked in. Like somebody could have taken a knee to his head. They could have done. I'm like, it literally could have just grabbed them, power bombed them. They had 3 people on them. You got like Philly linemen having meetings while their quarterback's getting sacked.
Well, shit. Maybe Carson Wentz has a problem off the field getting his back blown out in his transfer.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Man. I'm good. I'm not gonna touch that one at all. Physically, mentally.
That's what the Philly lineman was saying.
He already had somebody doing it for him.
Touch that. Hey, y'all be blessed, man.
We ain't touching him or him. Let them
shout
go
out
after
everybody who was here, man. Put him in the game. I think Scott Smith was here. Was he here?
Yeah,
Scott
Smith.
Was here. BigZayMack, appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he lurking somewhere. Shout out to King David, BigZayMack. Definitely shout out to BigZayMack. State of franchise.
We talked about the Titans. We talked about him, and then he left.
I know, right? State of franchise. Who else was here? I think that was it. Yeah, that's
Chris
it.
Thomas for the first time ever absent.
State of the franchise.
Yeah, State of the franchise. He was here. Yeah, appreciate him. No Chris Thomas. Doug Thomas. I give Doug Thomas a pass because he became a Patreon today.
Quaface was here.
Yeah, Quaface. I didn't see him either.
Yeah, he was here for a quick second.
Was okay.
His comment was, "I'm scared of the Cards this weekend," so he was
okay. He was here. Shout out to Quaface. Shout out to all of you guys.
All I know was
Jared
Jared
Green was here. He was
here.
Jared
Green. He was here. He was here as well.
And then whoever was, there was somebody else. It was way at the beginning. Hunter Iggy.
Yeah, Hunter Iggy asked me about he's always. Like I said, matter of fact, I'm gonna talk to you guys about that when I'm done. And but we're gonna slide out here.
Gamer. Come on, man. There's a couple of y'all that were absent, bro. We about to start.
Yeah, Real Football Gamer. See, Real Football Gamer. What he does, he'll comment after the fact because he work at night. He'll come back and comment and be like, "Yo, man, I agree with this. I agree with that." So I do give him credit. He does go back and listen.
Every person was absent.
Noble was here too, wasn't he?
I swear the energy that it seemed like
there either.
The funny thing is, it seemed like the energy that was there in the chat and in the numbers as far as like viewers were concerned, it seemed like they were there for the last 2 weeks. All of a sudden, started
NFL kind of fell off today, right? You're right.
You know what? Every person that's absent, we're taking off content by 2-minute intervals. So
man, we got 10 minutes. We got like 10, 20 minutes less, bro.
Exactly.
Have a 5-minute show.
I know, right?
Like, hey, how y'all doing? Oh shit!
Like everybody do the intro, like
do our intro, tell everybody to check out the Patreon and leave. Right, exactly. King David said Noble was here earlier. King David said no. That's what I thought Noble was here.
I didn't see him.
I did. I saw him on the.
No, he was here. I believe you, but I'm saying I just didn't see him.
I saw him. He was like at the very beginning. He was like, "Hey, folks."
We appreciate it though. I mean, coming through.
He was here just like the Eagles were in the first half.
I was gonna say he's just like his team. He disappears when it matters. But I mean,
but all right, y'all. We're gonna be back Thursday. We're gonna be doing some picks. Who play Thursday? Do y'all know?
Browns and the Bengals.
Yeah, that's gonna
Browns
be
and Bengals. Yeah, I already got my pick, but I'll talk about that on Thursday.
Yeah, we'll talk about that on.
Yeah, so all right, y'all. We'll see y'all on Thursday. Y'all keep your head up, be safe. Scott Smith, you're still here, man. Let us know about them test results. I hope they come back on Thursday. I'm not sure how long it's been.
I would think they would come back by now, but yeah.
He hasn't said anything, so hopefully we'll know something about it. So just let us know, because him and his son is like quarantine, so I've got to check that out. Yeah, him and his son is cool. I think he said him and his son. All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. We'll see y'all then. All right, guys. Peace.
The dub.